Hey everyone, I'm Jay and I'm the comics manager here at Edmonton Comics, which is part of West Edmonton Coin and Stamp, which is why you're here on this channel checking us out. I'm going to talk to you a little bit today, kind of a starter of a Comics 101. We're going to help you figure out, if you're not into comics, why you want to get into it and what you want to get into, what the scene and industry is all about, and even what the scene is like specifically here at West Edmonton Coin and Stamp. You're looking to get into comics. All right, fine. There's a lot of different options here, a lot of different things you want to look at. You want to get into reading? Do you want to get into collecting? Do you want to get into investing? Are you getting them for yourself or a friend? The nice thing is when you come to a specialty shop like this, as opposed to going to like a big box store, like a Walmart or Chapter or something like that, you're going to get more hands-on treatment, which is really good. So you can come and see me, one of my co-workers, and we can help you out, find something that you really want to get into. Now, one of our most popular titles, if not the most popular title right now at Edmonton Comics, is Batman. Everybody knows who Batman is, right? It's the guy with all the cool gadgets and all the superpowers like wealth and money and all that kind of cool stuff. And he goes around and fights justice because he's all angsty. And you know, when you get angsty, the first thing you want to do is slap on a rubber suit and go punch someone in the face. I know I do, but we won't get into my issues. There are a lot of Batman options to choose from when you come in. And a lot of times it seems very overwhelming because the Bat family, which includes Batman, Robin, Batgirl, and a bunch of others, tend to cross over into books from time to time, and you get these big, what they call events. And when you're looking for these events, you want to have, again, a specialist like myself or one of my coworkers to help you through that, to see like, do I need every book or do I need just the main story? But either way, you know, you're gonna have a good time checking out some Batman. The nice thing about modern comics, artwork quality is super, super high. You may not, and a lot of people come in and say, oh, these comics are so much different than when I was a kid. Yeah, absolutely they are. The art level is elevated, coloring, lettering is elevated, story writing is elevated, even the paper quality is elevated. So things are much, much different than even when I was a kid buying comics for 20 cents a piece. And you notice these books are no longer 20 cents a piece, they're about $5 Canadian. Still a pretty good investment if you're reading a comic properly. Should take you a good 20 minutes or so to read a comic. You know, most people will say average about a minute a page to kind of like soak things in. Although, of course, there's always people who like to do the multi-stage reading, which is to kind of blow through it and read all the dialogue, kind of get the gist, and then revisit it later on. Choice is up to you. One of the great things about comics is you, the reader, get to control the pace of the story. It's not like a film or TV where things just kind of rattle off and you have to either really, really be paying attention, or maybe you have to rewind, or if you're in a movie theater, there is no rewind, you're kind of hooped. So comics are a really cool medium for that, where you get to control the pace at which you take in the story. And there's a lot of really great stories. So with Batman right now, they're climbing up to issue 100, and they're doing this whole big thing with the Joker. And it's called the Joker War. It's just Joker's gripping Gotham City. He's created, he's found a way to create a new chemical that kind of makes zombies, but they're not really zombies. They're just reanimated dead people. If there's really a difference, I don't know. I'm not that big into necromancy, so I can't tell you. But he's doing this, he's taking over the city and things are running wild. So Batman has to recruit his former sidekick Robin, who's now Nightwing, to help him out and try to save Gotham, as all good heroes do, try to save the citizens. Now, if you're not looking to get into like the big story, there's always like a lot of specials and one-shots and mini-series that they'll do tied into the Batman universe. Another cool series that just came out recently was called Three Jokers. And the whole point of this story is it's based on the theory that the Joker commits so many crimes and has been such a problem to so many different heroes. Is there more than one Joker? And do they all have different methods of operation, and do they all have different plans of attack? That's what this series explores. It's a short 3-issue series, but it's a little bit thicker than a standard comic. It's called what they call prestige format, and it, you know, comes out once a month, but there's only 3 issues. So it's pretty good, dense little story, good chunk of investment for you and a good reading time. And if you're looking for something even a bit more casual than that, just recently released is issue 1027 of Detective Comics. Now, for those of you who maybe say like, wow, that's a super weird issue number to be spotlighting, the trick is here is that Batman first appeared in Detective Comics number 27, which means this is the 1000th issue, theoretically, of Batman appearing in Detective Comics. Now, some of the purists will quibble a little bit about the numbering because, of course, You can get into the whole math of the thing and it doesn't quite work out, and we're not quite factoring in extra issues like a zero issue and stuff like that. But nonetheless, this little bad boy here is just a celebration of Batman and his appearances in Detective Comics. And it's a variety of different short stories featuring all sorts of characters that are done by different writers and different artists. This is pretty good because this would actually give you a great exposure to a large variety of Batman material. You can look to see like what kind of writers do you like? What kind of art styles do you like? So when you go to actually pick another Batman book, you can look for similar type qualities. And that's very true about almost any book. You kind of want to look around a little bit, pop open the covers, read a little bit, check out the artwork, and see what it is that appeals to you. To those things that are going to hook you into comics and keep you coming back for more, and hopefully they'll keep you coming back to Edmonton Comics right here in West Edmonton Coin and Stamp, right in West Edmonton Mall here. Cheap plug, little thanks to Nick Foley there. Good guy.